Dear students, in the last video we have already discussed theoretical portion of how to determine the residential status. Today we are going to do a practical problem based on residential status. Okay, so let us read the question. Mr. Raghunath was born in India in 1986. From 2006 to 2016, he was in Canada. From 1st April 2016 to 31st March 2017, he was in India. From 1st April 2017 to 31st March 2019, he was in Australia. On 1st April 2019, he came to India and is staying in India. What will be his residential status in India for the previous year 2019-20? Before doing problem, please write down our assessment year and previous year. So our assessment year is 1st April 2020 to 31st March 2021. Previous year is 2019-20. That is 1st April 2019 to 31st March 2020. This will avoid lot of confusions which may arise while you calculate the number of days of a particular year. Remind in mind that year is always starting from 1st April and ends on 31st March 2020. So first step is we have to identify whether the assessee is resident or non-resident. Leave about ordinarily resident and not ordinarily resident's case. So first we have to identify whether the assessee is resident or non-resident. For that we have to check the basic condition. So what is the basic condition? First one, has stayed in India for a period of 182 days or more in the previous year, or he should stay in India for 60 days or more in the previous year and 365 days or more in 4 previous years immediately preceding the previous year. Now second step is, in order to determine whether the assessee is ordinarily resident or not ordinarily resident, we have to check 2 additional conditions. Okay, so now we can check whether the assessee is satisfying the basic condition. Our previous year is 2019-2020. So in the question it is stating that on 1st April 2019 he came to India and he is staying in India. That means number of days of stay in the previous year, that is 2019-20, that is 365 days. He fulfills the first basic condition. So he is a resident. Now we can check whether the assessee is ordinarily resident or not ordinarily resident. For that we have to check the additional conditions. Additional condition number 1. He should be a resident for at least 2 out of 10 years immediately preceding previous years. Second one, has stayed in India for at least 730 days immediately preceding previous year. For that, you need to write 10 previous years preceding the previous year and corresponding number of days, like this. You can write 10 previous years and corresponding number of days of stay. Here, Mr. Raghunath was born in India in 1986. From 2006 to 2016, he was in Canada. 2006 to 2016, that means up to here he was not in India, that means 0 days of stay. From 1st April 2016 to 31st March 2017, he was in India. That means in the year 2016-17, he was in India for 365 days. From 1st April 2017 to 31st March 2019, he was in Australia, 2017 to 2019. That means 2017-18 and 2018-19 he was not in India, so 0 days. Okay, so he is not fulfilling the first additional condition. Look at the table. Here you can see that in 2016-17 only he is in India and his days of stay is 365 days. So that he is not fulfilling the first additional condition, that is he is not a resident of India for at least 2 out of 10 years. He is resident only for 2016-17. So he is not fulfilling the first additional condition. Now let us check whether he is satisfying second additional condition. Second additional condition is he should stay in India for at least 730 days in 7 immediately preceding previous years. For that you have to add number of days of stay during 7 preceding previous years. That means these 7 years you should add these 7 years days of stay. Now you are not getting 730 days. That means again this assessee is not satisfying second additional condition. Mr. Raghunath is not satisfying both additional conditions. He is satisfying only one basic condition. He was not present in India for a period of 730 days during 7 previous years preceding the previous year, and he was not resident of India for at least 2 out of 10 years immediately previous year, that is 2019-20. Therefore, we can say that Mr. Raghunath is not ordinarily resident for the previous year 2019-20 as he satisfies the basic condition and does not fulfill the additional conditions. So there is never a single recipe for solving a problem. So try to do more exercise. In next video also we can do more problems. Thank you.